Welcome to Court Explainer. This, as we are moving about the Constitution, we are looking at issues in Chapter 13. Who is a public officer? What's the difference between a civil servant and a public servant? Civil service is mainstream civil servants. Are police officers civil servants, or they are public officers? Are judges public servants? Who is a public servant? The answer is in Chapter 13 of the Public Service. Chapter 13 provides for the public servant is anybody who draws salaries from the consolidated fund. Anybody paid by government is a public servant. Teachers, although they are employees of Teacher Service Commission, they are public servants. Police officers, although they are employed by the police service, they are public servants. All people working for government are public servants. So let us deal with what are the requirements of the public servants. Are you aware that every public servant, you are his employer, you are her employer, they are your employees? Get it from Article 232. This is what you demand from a public service. 1. The values and principles of public service include A. Every service is a high standards of professional ethics from a public servant. Number 2, efficient, effective, and economic use of resources. They must use the resources of the government very economically. 3, they must be responsive. When you call a public servant or you write a letter to a public office, they must respond. They must be prompt, they must be effective, they must be impartial, and they must be equitable in the manner they provide services to you. You are the boss. 232D says they must involve the people when they are making any policy decision. Any public entity must involve you whenever. E, they must be accountable in their administrative acts. Every public servant must be accountable to you. F, they must be transparent, and in their provision of work, it must be timely, accurate information given. If you ask information from a public officer, that information must be accurate. Then in G, they must be recruited in a fair, competitive, and based on merit, and their appointments and promotion must be on merit. You saw the police officers being recruited. People had to compete, running for that. Every public office must be advertised. Every public office must be advertised and people be allowed to compete. Then H, they must represent the diversity of every tribe. You don't walk to a public office and find everybody is a Kisi, everybody is a Luo, everybody is a Kikuyu, you must have the face of the republic. I, they must include men and women and members of all ethnic groups and persons with disabilities. So those are the values for that. Who is the employer of the public service people? The government has created what is called the Public Service Commission. Under Article 233, this is the employer of the Public Service Commission, and in 234, its functions is to employ, formulate HR policies, and this National Public Service Commission provides services, adversarial services, to the County Public Service Board. At the county public level, you have what is called in 235, we have the County Public Service Board. All employments at the county, the governor does not employ anybody. It is the County Public Service Board that advertises boards, jobs at the county assembly. The president does not employ anybody. It is the Public Service Board that employs members of the Public Service Board. And in 236, you cannot, if a public officer does a decision, you cannot sue a public officer because of the decision they did. They are immunized. Let me read it. A public officer shall not be victimized or discriminated against for having performed the functions of the office in accordance with the Constitution or law, and he cannot be dismissed or removed from office, demoted in rank, or otherwise subjected to disciplinary process without due process of the law. So, the Public Service Board provides for that. What about the teachers? Are you a teacher? Is your relative a teacher? Is your mother a teacher? Who is the employer of the teacher's service? We now come to the Teacher Service Commission under Article 237 of the Constitution. The Teacher Service Commission is independent and is the employer of all the teachers in this country, excluding teachers called professors who teach in the university. The Teacher Service Commission has the mandate to provide policy guidelines, to register the functions of the commission are: 1, to register trained teachers; 2, to recruit and employ registered teachers; 3, to assign teachers employed by the commission to public schools; 4, to promote and transfer teachers; 5, to discipline the teachers; 6, to terminate employment of the teachers. So, it is the Teacher Service Commission given that mandate. Nobody else. Nobody, no teacher can teach in a private school without having a license from the Teacher Service Commission. After you train, even if you're not employed by the Teacher Service Commission, it is the TSC that gives you the license. All advocates are given the license to practice by the Law Society of Kenya. All teachers in this country must have a Teacher Service number, TSC number, whether you are working for TSC or not. And it is the Teacher Service Commission that deals with that issue. So, that now forms the basis of what we call the public service. We have dealt with all these people called the public service. We shall now be moving to the national security sector. A very controversial area. Kenyans don't know about it. In the next episode, we shall be talking about who is this person called the DCI, who is this person called the Inspector General, who is this person called the CDF. We know the CDF died Ogola. What law governs them? Who is this guy called the NIS? Have you ever seen an NIS guy? Watch the next episode when we deal with the security sector under Chapter 14 of the Constitution of Kenya. Keep watching Wakili Danstan Omari.